Of course there are shortcuts when it comes to fitness. Anything that makes it easier to perform the necessary work will enable you to get better results in less time.
Okay, video number 2 on technical convergence. The advantage of progressive calisthenics is that it requires technical convergence. You can have technical convergence with classic weightlifting and things like this, but it's not required. Therefore, a lot of people don't really look at this sort of thing because they don't have to. They think, well, putting extra weight on an exercise is the better way to progress. And in the short term, it might be, but there are some drawbacks to it. Now, think of a movement like push-up versus bench press, kind of like a chain, all right? Now, our classic fitness culture, and it's less this way now, but we typically fragment our fitness. We think of individual links rather than holistic applications when it comes to a lot of things. When it comes to working the muscles of the body, you know, we have shoulder day, arm day, bicep day, calf, leg day, core exercises, leg exercises, chest day, back day. We break up the body into individual links. We also do this as far as like training modalities, okay? We have exercises for flexibility, exercises for balance, exercises for strength, exercises for power, exercises for endurance, exercises for muscle building, exercises for all these different things. Okay? We also have this happen with our diet. Okay? We have supplements for protein, beverages for carbohydrates and sugar, supplements for vitamins. These are for minerals, these are for particular vitamins, these are antioxidants, this is for water, this is for carbohydrate, this is for omega-3s, and we break everything up. This is a very inefficient way to go about things because what it entails is focusing on each individual link at a time. It fools us into thinking that it's very focused. Okay? It's like, well, I need this link to be very strong, so I'm going to focus on that link right now, and I'm going to put more protein in my diet with this protein shake, or I'm going to have this exercise that focuses on my abs, things like that. In the short term, this can work great. It can work exceptionally well in the short term, but it's very limited for a number of reasons. Number one is imagine if you work a link by pulling on it, okay? Now, if you took a chain, I don't have a chain here, but if you took a chain and you're like, I want to pull on just one link, I mean, you're you know, grabbing it with like this, and you're pulling it with just the strength you can muster like this, right? Versus pulling the whole damn chain. You anchor that point, or you have someone grab onto that, you grab on both, and boom, you know, you get your entire body behind it, every muscle in your arms, your back, you're leaning on it, you're really pulling. Which one is going to put more stress on a particular link? You know? Obviously, it's the one that's pulling on the whole damn chain that's going to bring about the most stress. But, and this is a big but, a lot of people don't like doing it this way. And here's why. Because of our fragmented view of fitness and diet and exercise and stuff, what ends up happening is we may, if we have a completely weak chain and we focus on one or two links, those links will get a little stronger, okay? They will get stronger. So let's say push-up, for example. And we're trying to build up our chest, bigger chest kind of thing. So like when I got into fitness and first, I lived for like flies, crossovers, pec flies, all, you know, remember these old, you know, shoulder destroyers? Yeah, that was me. So my chest got a lot stronger in the chain that was pushing movements, shoulders, triceps, rotator cuff, core strength, all of that's involved in a push-up. So, because I had been pulling on one or two links for years, and then someone's like, oh, push-ups are great for the chest, then I pull on the entire thing, but that's not the weak link in the chain. Of course, a chain can only be pulled as hard as its weakest link will allow. So I pull on the whole thing, and I'm like, I don't feel this so much in my chest. This is more in my shoulders, because that was my weak link. And you find this all the time. People are like, that's not a chest push-up, that's a triceps push-up. You know, or they may even say it's more for the core. Or some exercises, you get this a lot with progressive leg exercises, bodyweight leg exercises. That's not a leg strengthening exercise, it's a leg balancing exercise. That's a balance exercise. That's a flexibility exercise. That's not good for strength. They're absolutely right for a point, to to a certain degree, because what they're commenting on is because they're doing that exercise a certain way, their weak links are finally rearing their ugly heads. They're trying to do the exercise to work the strong ones, but the weak ones are saying, hey, we're the ones that are getting worked here. So they abandon the exercise. They stop pulling on the full chain and they work on 1 or 2 links all over again. What they don't know is if they keep on it, if they keep pulling the whole damn chain, yes, the weaker links will strengthen. And then the next weaker, and then the next weaker, and the next weaker, and the next, and the next. And before you know it, that link that was the strong link, now it's on par with everything else, and now you can get everything a hell of a lot stronger, including your chest, and the shoulders, and the triceps. Okay? So this is how, if it's like, well, I don't feel it where I want, I feel in other places, stay on it. So yeah, I don't feel like it's working this muscle, I feel like it's more like a balance exercise. Stay on it. Strengthen up those weak links. And when they get stronger, the next one and the next one, before you know it, you'll work the whole chain, and those links you want to focus on, not even a comparison. They're going to be way stronger. In the next video, I'll be talking about resources here and why this is a lot smarter to go rather than focusing on one link at a time. Till then, be fit, live free.